Hello dear student, welcome in today's class. Today we are going to learn chapter number 14, light and the formation of shadow. At the end of this video you will be able to understand about a pinhole camera, opaque object, transparent object, translucent object, what is meant by shadow, formation of shadow, sundial, the greatest Indian scientist Sir C.V. Raman, and the scattering of light and Newton discs. In the last video we clearly understand that we learned that source of light, luminous object, non-luminous object, natural source of light, artificial source of light, propagation of light, linear propagation of light, reflection of light, how do we can see an object and how we can see our image in a plane mirror. So now let's start a new topic, that is a pinhole camera. So do you know that about the pinhole camera? Pinhole camera, it is made from by the different ways. So here we can learn how to make a pinhole camera. For that we need one empty box, okay. Then a candle, matchsticks, and a thin paper, a translucent paper, okay. Then make a hole at the pinhole at the one end of the box, pinhole, okay, and then cut another mouth, another end of the box, okay. Then take a thin paper and stick on a other end of the box, like that. So here we can make the pinhole camera like that. This is a diaphragm of the pinhole camera and this is a pinhole, and then arrange these pinhole camera candle in as shown in a figure, okay. Look at the board. Here we used, this is a pinhole camera, okay. Then this is a diaphragm of the pinhole camera and here is a pinhole. Then light a candle and put a whole pinhole in front of the flame of candle, okay. Then look at the practically how we can see a flame on a diaphragm, okay. So let's watch. So now you clearly see that the flame of candle, it is seen look like that. So why we seen this flame become inverted? This top flame on a diaphragm, it is on a bottom, and the bottom layer of the flame, it is on a top, on a diaphragm of the pinhole camera. So why is this happen? Why? It is only because of linear propagation of light. So do you know that light travels from one place to another place in a straight line, and that's why we seen that the flame of candle, it is inverted on a diaphragm of pinhole camera. Look at on the blackboard, these rays goes through the pinhole and they fall on the bottom of the diaphragm. Okay, and the bottom rays of the flame of candle, it goes through the pinhole and it goes on the top of the diaphragm. So that's why through this pinhole the rays travel in a straight line, and that is why we see an image on a diaphragm, it is inverted. So that is only happen the light travel in a straight line. तर बऱ्याच वेळेस परीक्षेमध्ये तुम्हाला असा क्वेश्चन विचारला जाऊ शकतो, व्हाय डू वी सी इन्व्हर्टेड इमेज ऑन अ पिन होल कॅमेरा? द रिझन इज दॅट because of the linear propagation of light rays pass through the pinhole in a straight line, and that's why we see the inverted image on a diaphragm of pinhole camera. That's it. Okay, so now we will see another point, that is, are you know that we can't see the things behind the wall. We can see the things through the glass pane of the window. We can see partially things from thin trace paper or curtain, etc. These are from the cotton or different other things, cotton cloths. So why do we see these things? Why do we see these differences? So let's see. Now you tell me. आता इथे बघा, या भिंतीच्या पलीकडची वस्तू आपण पाहू शकतो का? नाही बघू शकत. याचं कारण काय? Because the light can't pass through the wall, and that's why we can't see the things behind the wall. So such a type of object, it is called as opaque object. So what is meant by opaque object? The object doesn't allow to light pass through it. Such object, it is called as opaque object. So generally the objects that are present in our surroundings, paper, wall, chair, our body, notebook, etc. These so many things, door, they doesn't allow light pass through it, and that is why we can't see the things behind the object. Such a type of object, it is called as opaque object. Then you must have known that we can see the things behind the window. Why? Because the glass pane of the window, it allows to light pass through it. Total light pass through the mirror of the window, glass of the window, and that's why we can clearly see that the things behind the window or behind the car, outside the car, etc. from the different places, through the glass the light pass through it, and that's why such a type of object, it is called as transparent object. For example, clean water, then glass pane of the window, glass pane of the car, front glass of the car, etc. These all are the things, they are called transparent object. Most of the time we are partially seeing the things through any material or object. The partially things we can clearly see through object. So such a type of object, it is called as translucent object. So the object which allows the light pass through it, partially light pass through it, and partially object we can see behind that object, that is called as translucent object. So here we learn about opaque object, transparent object, and translucent object. Is that clear to all of you all? Okay, now let's see another topic, that is shadow. What is meant by shadow? So shadow, it is a dark patch or darkness behind the object. So do you know that the light rays come from the sun? So sun is a source of light. They are fall on trees, Okay, and most of the time you must have seen that behind the trees there is a dark image of tree we can clearly see most of the time. So such a type of darkness it is called as shadow. So when the source of light or any opaque object come in the way of source of light, it's from a darkness behind it. Such a darkness it is called as shadow. So how shadow is formed? Let's see formation of shadow. So for that you can do one activity at your home. Take a torch, okay, then take any object and follow torch flash on object. So what we observed? There is the darkness found behind the object. Okay, so that is called shadow. But let's increase or decrease or increased the distance between object and torch. Torch, it is a source of light, they fall on an object. So take any opaque object, so fall a torch rays on object, and then let's do increase and decrease the distance between object or source of light. So because of that we clearly see that the shadow is found behind the object. It's changed their shape and size. So why do we see these differences? So here we can clearly understand that the formation of shadow, it is depends upon the relative distance between object, source of light, and the surface or the screen on which shadow is formed. So the relative distance between these three things, the shadow is formed. For example, at morning and at evening, you are clearly seeing that the shadow of trees, building and different other things are very long. Very long. Why? And at afternoon, we clearly see that the shadow becomes short. Shadow becomes short. So why do we see these changes? It is only because of the light rays fall on trees, it is, and the tree and the screen or the surface where there is a shadow is formed keep changing. At morning and at evening, the light rays fall inclined on earth, and at afternoon they are fall perpendicular on the object. So because of that we see these different formation of shadow. Shadow is formed in a different shape and size. So that is the reason behind that. So in this clip you are clearly seeing that the sunrise and sunset, and in between these two events the shadow of tree it keeps changing. So it is only because of the relative distance between object, source of light, and the screen or the surface where the shadow is formed. Is that clear to all of you all? So do you know that in a previous time the people they don't have a clock or watch to measure a time. How they can measure a time? They can measure a time by using shadow of an object. Yes. So how they can measure? They measure the different position of shadows. They use a stick as parallel to the earth. Suppose this is the earth, and this is the axis of the earth. They use a stick as parallel to the axis of the earth. Okay. Then when the sunrise and sunset, the shadow of a stick are formed like that, and because of that we can clearly see that the people they mark the position of the shadows in a different event or different times, different position of the sun, and on that they can calculate or they can measure the time. So such a type of measurement of time is used or it measured by using a device that is called as sundial. Okay, so in our India there is a bigger sundial at the Jantar Mantar in New Delhi. In a previous time there were different types of sundials are used to measure a time. Okay, so in this way, by using the shadow we also make a different fun games by arranging the different position of hands. Look at that. This is if we put these two fingers together and make like that arrangement of fingers, it's look like a bird. So in this way, by making a different shape and size of a finger, we can make a shadow of different animals and different birds. That's a fun you can play at your home at night. Okay, so now do you know that here we learn about a light, and in our India there was one great Indian scientist who achieved a Nobel Prize in physics in 1930, and on his groundwork or on his research in our India, since from 28th February every year, since from 1987, every year we celebrate as a National Science Day. Who is that? Mr. C.V. Raman, a great Indian scientist. Mr. C.V. Raman, his work about a light, his research about a scattering of light is also known as Raman effects. So in 28th February 1928, Sir C.V. Raman present his research, and he is also known as Raman effects or scattering of light. To commemorate his work, we celebrate every year 28th February every year as a National Science Day. So how the light is scattered, that we will practically experience. Look at this clip. The light passed through the prism, and when it passed through the prism, after that it changed into different colors. So that is the scattering of light. You must have seen that most of the time the light passed through a glass which is filled with water. When the light passed through the glass, and behind the glass we seen that there is a different colors. Similarly, you must have seen that when we look through the new scale at the top layer from the new scale, we can see there is a different colors. Similarly, you must have experienced that we play a soap bubbles, and when the light passes through these soap bubbles, they also show the different colors. The rainbow, it is another example of scattering of light. So in this way, we can clearly understand that when the light passes through any object, it divides into different colors. It means that we can clearly understand that the light is formed by using these different colors. Which are these different colors? In the past, the British scientist Sir Isaac Newton made a special disc. One side of the disc was divided into 7 petals, and the 7 petals it colored by the different color. Okay, it's petals of the 7 colors, color like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. This disc was fit on a stand and rotated fast. And as the disc rotated fast, the 7 colors disappeared and only white color was seen. So these prove that the sunlight it is made from just sunlight that we see in a white color, but it made from 7 colors. So that is why this disc it is called as Newton disc. So Newton wrote a book, it's called Optics, about a light. Okay, so that's it for today. So in this video or in this lesson, we learn about different things. In this video, we learn about a pinhole camera. Pinhole camera. Its diaphragm of the pinhole camera we see in inverted image because of linear propagation of light. Then we learn about opaque object. When the object doesn't allow the light pass through it, such a type of and darkness form behind the object, that is called as opaque object. Some object allow light pass through it, that is called as transparent object. Some object allow pass light through it partially, such a type of object is called a translucent object. After that we learn about what is meant by shadow. If any opaque object come in the way of source of light and the light fall on object, and because of that darkness form behind the object, that is called as shadow. So shadow are formed in a different shape and size because of the relative distance between object, source of light and the surface where there is a shadow is formed. After that we learn about sundial. Sundial it is an instrument which is used to measure time in a previous time by extent and the direction of shadow. Extent and direction of shadow. So after that we learn about Sir C.V. Raman. Sir C.V. Raman, 28 February 1928, present his research about scattering of light is also known as Raman effect. And on his work he got a different prize, Nobel Prize, Bharat Ratna, etc. And since from 1987, 28 February 1987, every year we celebrate 28 February as a National Science Day. After that we learn about, we experience about scattering of light and the Newton disc. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching video.